Hello everybody, I'm forecaster Dustin Staples. It's Friday. We've made it to the end of the week, heading into a weekend. The first weekend of August feels like the first weekend of almost September, really, because of how cool things have been here lately. But the things will change as we go in towards the next couple of days, especially into next week. Not too bad for Thursday's highs, upper 70s, low 80s out there. Very comfortable despite the little mist and drizzle we dealt with yesterday. Most of us were pretty doable to get outside to get whatever you need to get done. Same story like again today. We may see some patchy drizzle, a little bit of mist out there. Again, with overcast with showers at times and scattered weekend storms out there. Again, mostly hit or miss to say the least, but turning hot as the heat returns next week as we go into the first full week, another week of August here around the eastern Carolina. Back earlier on this morning, started things off in the 70s, even some 60s out there. But again, most of those are fairly quiet at this hour. Not much rain to be reported here. Most of the rain's off our coastline, but yesterday that we did pick up some showers. Most of this was a fairly light mist out there, to say the least. For those who did see showers back towards Nash County, once again, not as the extent like this all a few days back, but still a lot more less flooding issues we dealt with yesterday. Also back towards Onslow and the coast of Carteret County as well, picked up a few little light showers too. Not really seeing much here. These little things, mostly mist out there, a little bit of drizzle here or there. So you need the wipers here over the next few hours heading into work, and then later this afternoon you may be running some showers with that. Again, this coastal low here, as another coastal low is forming, as one's moving off, it could bring a few more showers into the next several days. Most of the country is pretty quiet. Talking about hurricane season, all right, we've had 4 named storms. Dexter is gone, it's no longer being tracked. Arian and Fernand are the next 2 systems we'll have to watch out for. And again, right now there's still low chances of this one developing here. If anything, it is moving way off our coastline, a 20% chance there. And again, there's another coastal low that's forming right here, which is going to ride up around the east coast, giving us a few chances of showers, maybe a few thunderstorms as we go towards the weekend. And again, right here, latest data showcases this not forming anytime soon. It's struggling still at a 60% chance, but it's what we're watching way back here. Those clusters of thunderstorms off the coast of Africa, something maybe late next week we have to watch out for if things get going with that. So the average E-name storm by the D-name storm was August 15th, so we were way ahead of schedule. Next name again is Aaron, then August 22nd. We probably may have that before it's all said and done. And again, the National Hurricane Center is watching this large area of right here off the Cape Verde Islands, way back into Central America. So again, several weeks to go as we keep track of peak hurricane season. All right, bring things back locally here. Some showers today, some light mist, drizzle, give or take. Some of you may be seeing much of anything. Maybe a few pop and go showers and isolated storms today. Again, model data is having a struggle to even pick that up even this afternoon. As we go towards tonight, quiet skies, a few clouds out there early tomorrow morning. Not looking too bad. Maybe a little bit of mist and drizzle for some of you, but again, most of that will be fairly light. If you do see anything, a few more light isolated showers, maybe a few storms that try to flare up in the afternoon due to the daytime heating, but even then, that looks pretty light at this time. Not much rain expected for a lot of locations here. Again, maybe some heavy downpours. So the Crystal Coast counties, that's really about it. As we go towards Saturday and Sunday, same story with that as well. Obviously, the winds continue to be the story with that. Once we get to the rain, if you're not seeing rain, it's the wind you're dealing with here. A high risk of rip currents for most of the outer banks here. Once again, for our Friday, those winds continue to come to the northeast, about 10 to 15 miles an hour. As we go towards Sunday, later day on Sunday, winds will start to slowly shift, come out of the south, about 10 to 15 miles an hour. Gusting as high as maybe 20, 30 miles an hour, give or take. But overall, most of those winds will slowly start to subside just a little bit. If you're heading out to the Little League World Series softball today, again, bring the umbrella there with you. Not going to be needing it all day, kind of like yesterday. A few showers here or there, but you should be able to get done today. So again, good luck to the teams with that. Again, the humidity really not changing anytime soon, and this is going to be just downright miserable here all around. All right, low risk of rip currents here for the Crystal Coast, but now latest update here. There could be some moderate rip currents in between, but both the southern Outer Banks and the northern Outer Banks, you're currently at a high risk of rip currents, so please pay attention to those flags flying, especially those northeast breezes coming in. That can make things a little bit more rough out there on sea. So again, watch your rips again today. Windy conditions continue through the weekend as we go towards next week, slowly dropping those winds, but still it's going to be warm out there, no doubt about. For the rest of your inland forecast here, ties in the holding the low to mid 80s here through Saturday. Upper 80s return for Sunday next week, back holding in the low 90s once again. Doesn't look like the extensive heat we saw a few weeks ago, but right now we could see a few pop and go showers and thunderstorms. At worst case scenario, we'll be seeing a few heat indices approaching 100 degrees in the afternoon.